friends, and welcome to Amazon Live. So excited to be here with you all. My name is Sarah Williams. I'm T3 Senior Brand Education Manager and a spokesperson for the brand, and we are simulcasting. So we are currently on the T3 channel, but we are also on Tatiana's channel. She had to step away momentarily, so she's going to be right back. While we're waiting on Tatiana to rejoin us, I'll just go over some discounts and exciting things like that. So we've got 20% off. And that's today only until midnight Pacific time. And that's going to be on the featured items in the product carousel. So it's going to be on all the flat irons and all of the brushes and accessories. So I know on the T3 side, I kind of put everything in there, like all the T3 tools in case we start talking about one of them. But the discount applies to all the flat irons, brushes, and accessories. And today is really all about the basics of curling with a flat iron, which, if you're like me, you may be like, that's a really hard thing to do. For years, I didn't think it was possible for me to learn how to curl with a flat iron. And then a stylist showed me, I picked up some tips and tricks, I practiced a couple times, and it is genuinely not that hard. And we're going to show you all those awesome tips today. And Tatiana has joined us. Welcome, Tatiana.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you?
Good. I love that we're so. I'm like sleeveless because it's hot in my office. We coordinated with our sort of fall-y, wintry inspired brown. I love
Yes, for the browns in the fall, winter.
it. It's the vibe. It's the vibe. I feel like you're just a hair expert. Like I know you do your own hair all the time. Like you can style it anyway. Like you're so talented. When did you start curling with a flat iron? Because again, I feel like that's a skill people are intimidated by sometimes.
I mean, probably confidently, probably like sometime in college, most likely.
Okay. Okay.
But I've always used the flat iron, and so I think it was probably one of those things where I didn't have a curling iron. So I was like, how do I do this with the flat iron?
Like, let me figure this out.
Yeah. And I feel like it's really great, especially if you don't like having a lot of tools and you just want to have like one kind of go-to. That flat iron is so versatile where it straighten your hair and curl it. So I love
Totally. Yeah. I love it. We're gonna get into the details. We're gonna show you all the tips and tricks. Um, we're gonna use different flat irons too. What's the flat iron you're gonna use today? And we can
I
we can
have
talk about
that
that one
loose,
first.
yeah, the Lucia 1.5 inch. I love how this has the wider plates to it. Especially like when I'm straightening my hair, it's gonna get a lot of the hair, and then when I curl, it can give me a nice big, uh, I want
Bouncy,
to say
voluminous curl.
voluminous, yes,
Yes.
voluminous
Chef's kiss.
curl.
Totally. Yeah, and your hair type, it's a little bit coarser. It's quite curly naturally too, right?
Yeah, it's not springy curly, but yeah, it's definitely like a lot of curls, not straight. It's a lot of hair.
She got a lot of hair. So this
There's a lot
this
going
flat
on.
iron really is perfect for Tatiana or anyone with a hair type like that just needs a little bit of extra heat love. Because most of the T3 flat irons, and I think most flat irons out there in the market are 1 inch wide, and then this
Mhm.
one's an inch and a half. So you just get that extra umph, extra power. And Amazon's been doing some price matching, so it's already 5% off, and then it's an extra
Ooh.
20% off with the discount code today, Tatiana. So
Oh
everyone's
yes,
winning.
the discount code. We have the discount code today. Yes, savings. I love
Yeah,
savings.
oh, let's just save a couple bucks. Um, we've got Louise in the T3 chat. Hi, Louise. Good to see you, my friend. Happy Tuesday.
Hi, Louise.
I'm going to be using the Single Pass Style Max. I just highlighted that on the product carousel. That retails for $149.99. We should say the Lucea normally retails for $189.99. So the Single Pass Style Max is pretty cool. I'm going to put up some product imagery real quick so you can kind of see it up close. But this has some really neat tech where it takes into consideration your hair type and then the style you want to achieve, whether you're going to straighten or curl, and then it auto customizes the settings for you, which is super cool, Tatiana. Are you
I
ever
love
okay?
that. I love
Because I
that.
work at T3, I'm I know what heat setting I should be using, but sometimes are you what? There's nine. Which one do I use?
Right. Well, you know me. I'm like, give me the highest setting, the highest heat. But That's usually for like day 1, but yeah, for like day 2, day 3, I may not need like as much heat. So yeah, I can appreciate that.
She turned it down. Yeah, Tatiana knows what she needs, so she's like, I got you. If you're the type of person that like, because T3 we're about that healthy hair, not using more heat than you need, really personalizing your styling experience. And if you're like, I don't know what to do,
Yeah,
the
I mean,
Style
it
Max
is
is
kind of hard
great.
to figure out, especially if you're not. I mean, so many people in my life like don't use heat every single day, like all the time. And so, yeah, if it's not something you use all the time, that extra little guidance makes such a big difference. You know what I mean? Because the last thing we want is unnecessary like heat damage. And I love how T3 does such a great job of making sure that I can put heat on my hair in a healthy way,
Yes.
still get the look that I want
We
without
need
sacrificing.
heat. That's a fact of life. We need the heat.
Yes.
I love it. All right. Well, I'm gonna start doing some styling. I already detangled. I should do some heat protectants. Are you already protected, Tatiana? Are you
Yes,
good to
yes,
start?
I am. I already have some. I always just put like a little bit. I can't do too much. Um, so again, you have to figure out like what works like for your hair type.
Totally. I have such fine hair. I'm like, give me the grit. Give me more. Where's the mousse? Where's the texture spray? I'm using right now Way, which I know is available on Amazon here. This is the heat protectant spray. It smells fabulous.
Nice. I would imagine that it smells very fresh. I don't know. Seems like it would smell like kind of fresh.
It smells fresh. It's almost a little like florally too.
Oh, nice.
It smells like springtime, which I guess I'm really channeling springtime with my sleeveless top and flower scents.
Love
Nice.
it.
She's just going for it. I'm in a section because
Oh,
I feel
yes,
like that's
yes,
important
section.
to me. No, you don't. You don't. You do, you girl.
The right way is section your hair. I just kind of go rogue with it a little bit.
I respect it. See, and like for me too, when I'm heat styling, curling irons and wands are just so second nature to me because that's what I've used most of my life. So if I
Yeah.
with a flat iron, I just have to be a little more thoughtful and precise. Um, it's not quite as mindless for me, so sectioning helps. Look at
I
that
like
bounce.
to how I like okay, like honestly,
Hmm.
I love how my curls last when I use a flat iron. Like how like even like today, like I already had like some body. That's
Hmm.
because it lasted from the day before.
I mean, you got on the stream and I was like, she doesn't even need to do her hair today.
I had wanted it to be straight, but then I had curled it yesterday. You had to do something, and I was like, oh wait, and then I couldn't brush it out. Like they hold, like it holds.
It holds. Yeah, totally. And this is the tech that's on the Lucea, which is the flat iron that Tatiana is using. But that's part of like the T3 promise, really, is that you're going to have a healthier styling experience, and then your curls and your style is going to last. And that
Yeah,
really is about like that proper and effective heat. So like having the smart microchip that prevents temperature fluctuations, the ceramic coating, and also like just being able to style your hair in one pass is so important to that too, because once
yes,
you start overexposing to heat, it's almost like your hair becomes almost like lifeless a little bit. And then you almost have to like wet it and start again to even put any
it has to
body
cool
back into
down.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because too much heat. Because I've done that in the past with like other tools, and I was like, oh, it didn't come out right. Let me do it again. And then after a while, my hair's like, I'm done. We're
We're not doing
good.
anything.
We're not curling. We're not doing anything. You're gonna have this awkward little dip in your hair.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have one cute curl and then the rest of the section's gonna be
Right.
weird.
So yeah, your hair gets tired. It gets tired of all the heat if you do too much. So yeah, that single pass is definitely a saver. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love how it glides. Like it glides so easy. I usually kind of
Totally.
pause like halfway through. But it doesn't snag. And I really, really appreciate that.
Yeah, we've got that good ceramic, good beveled edging on the plates. And then also, kind of my favorite is we'll put us back in the up close, call them like the Houdini plates. but they like disappear. So even if you add more tension, it's like you still have a lot of
Oh,
give and
nice.
flexibility. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
So we've
love
got
that.
Richard over on the T3 at channel. Good to see you today,
Oh,
Richard.
I
Happy
see Richard
Tuesday.
too.
Our King of Hearts.
Oh, and Sarah, we got a compliment from Chucky. Says looking beautiful today, and so is the woman on the top string talking about you,
Oh
Sarah.
my gosh. Thank you, Chucky. Appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
Uh, Love it. Okay. Do you have any, when you curl to touch in, I'm noticing like you almost do like the beachy wave where you sort of start,
Oh,
wrap it, and then you kind of like release. Is that your go-to
yeah,
style
that's my
technique?
go-to.
Okay.
Hmm.
I had a moment, and again, I feel like it was hard for me to learn. I'm just sharing my experience so that you have the tips and tricks too, everyone that's watching. It's the twist and pull technique with a clipped curling iron, but you're just doing it with your flat iron. I was like, duh. Sitting here making it harder than it needs to be.
Yeah, it's just
I,
letting these kind of cool a little bit. What's your other way that you do it?
I just kind of wrap it fully like this and then just slowly bring it down. And that just gives me a little more of like a voluminous, kind of like corkscrew curl.
Hmm.
Whereas on my hair, if I do your technique, it's just like a little more elongated, like beachy wave.
So when I like finger comb it out, it's gonna give more of like a body type of
Totally.
look to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's nuanced, those techniques. Um, I saw a really fun post on social media from a stylist too, where they kind of showed the difference of curling with your flat iron vertically, which is more of what we're doing, and it tends to be a more kind of relaxed look. But if you go in and hold your flat iron horizontally, more like this, it makes it even more voluminous and curly. Like, see how it's like even whoop, it's like tighter.
Mm. Hmm.
That is the fun thing with the flat iron is like you said in the beginning, it's the tool that just does everything.
Yep.
You got some good shine going on there.
Well, it's the T3 adding that less luster
The
shine.
T3 magic. And
It
for
always
those,
adds a little bit of shine. It takes away any of my frizziness. It adds some shine to it.
totally.
Um,
We put ions in a lot of our tools too. And I can. Do you need to? I feel like I heard noise. Do you need to step away again? Or are you good?
oh no, he's just talking.
Okay. Tatiana's little baby's home today.
He's very vocal these days, but yeah, no, right now he's just kind of talking.
I love it. So sweet. I'm gonna put up on the screen this image of ions. So a lot of our flat irons have an ion generator. I'm going to talk about the Smooth ID in just a moment. I'll demo it as well. That has an ion generator. So essentially, those little kind of like featherings, they almost look like shingles on a house. Those are going to be your cuticles, and that's the outermost structure of each strand of hair. And depending on your hair type, depending on your hair health, those might be more open. Also, like depending on the state of your hair, when it's wet, the cuticles are open more than when it's dry. But generally, the more that we can get those cuticles to close down, you're going to have a hair strand that's more protected from environmental impurities. And then also, it's just like you can see, it's shinier, it's softer, it's more touchable. There's less frizz. So we love ions. They really give you that soft, touchable finish. So I feel like you can really see it on like both of our hair because we both have styled the left side, which is shiny and bouncy, and the right side, like this one. Like what happened? I slept rough last night, I guess. But we love those ions. They really just do incredible things to give that hair shine.
Yes.
Nice. Richard just gave us 10,000 likes on the T3 stream, which is amazing.
Yay,
Thank you,
Richard.
Richard. And now he's jumping over to Tatiana's. Yeah, you
He's
can
going
follow
to
us on
work.
both places.
He's going to work.
I'll talk a little bit about the Smooth ID, which again is one of those that's going to auto customize the heat settings for you. So as we're kind of featuring all the flat irons, feel free to like pop your questions in the chat, kind of what's different from each one. But this one's got a touch screen. So it's the Smooth ID. It retails for $249.99. Discount today. That's floating over Tatiana's head. But I'm going to press and hold the power button to press it correctly. There we go. And you can kind of hear it fire up. You can see the touch screen. So on this tool, you're basically inputting your hair type, so your hair texture, your hair length and color treatment, and then this tool is auto customizing your heat settings again for you. So I feel like the big difference between the single pass style max, which is what I was using first, is it's a little bit more simple. It really just looks at your hair texture and then your style mode. So if you're using your flat iron for all kinds of different things, curling, straightening, C waves, bubble waves, this is a great tool because it takes into consideration that style aspect. If you're someone who maybe just has really fragile hair, you just want to be super gentle on it, you want to be extra careful, the Smooth ID is awesome because it really personalizes the heat for you as an individual. And it's just got all the bells and whistles and it's super pretty and it's touchscreen. So it's a really, really fun tool.
I love that.
Isn't
Like it
it
makes
cool?
everything just so simple. Like you really don't have to think.
And the nice thing is it's smart. So you take that extra time, few extra minutes, 3-4 minutes to set up your flat iron properly, and then you're good to go. You don't have to like input that information every time.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And then
remember. Yeah, I love that. Oh, Sarah.
we're so fancy. Look at
That's so
you.
fancy.
Are you gonna walk the runway
That's
after
so
this?
fancy. Oh my gosh.
Love that volume.
Oh, Richard's back. Oh, William, thank you for clicking that follow button. Thank you.
Hi, William. We appreciate you.
What is going
So
on?
I know last time we streamed together, you talked a little bit about kind of T3, but I'd love to kind of hear more your thoughts on like the T3 difference. Because obviously I work directly for the brand. I'm pretty biased. So I've got all the info on the features and the benefits and the tech, but I was really struck when we kind of connected and you're like, oh, I've only used T3 for years. So I'm just like talk a little bit
Yes.
about that and why.
Because it's been what I was looking for my entire life. No. When I was younger, my mom used to take me to the salon to get my hair done. And
Mm,
then when I was 18, I started to take control. No, I stopped going because it was too expensive.
yeah.
And for years, I struggled to get that salon quality at home. But
Yeah.
like I was in college and stuff, so I had to figure it out. And so I bought more flat irons than I care to admit, trying to get that right look while also cutting down my styling time. And when I found T3, I was just immediately impressed. Like, what? This is what I was looking for. My whole life is right here.
I love it.
Like you have no idea. It's such like I don't really like using the word game changer, but it's such literally a game changer in
Yeah.
every way. And even now, I think I told you before too, it's just like my styling time has just been cut in half. Like it used to take me forever to do my hair. When I say forever, like 2 hours just straightening my hair. I don't know why. It just did. 'Cause I had to keep
Yeah.
going over and over. But now with T3, I can get everything done in less than an hour. So
It's
it's just
amazing.
like it's amazing, but I love the shine. I love that it does hold my hair because I wash my hair like every week, like once a week. Like me, yeah, once a week in a couple days type of thing.
Yep.
So I need the style to hold, because I can't be blow drying my hair every day. So, and it holds and it lasts up until wash day. My hair is still smooth.
Yeah.
So
I love it. I love it. And like I said, I'm a little biased, but um, you know, I had the pleasure of chatting with our founder and his wife, and he really created T3 as like a love story to her, like this act of love. Like he grew up in salons. His parents were both stylists, and she's incredible. They're such a power couple. She's like an eye surgeon, but they were
Oh wow.
dating. She had all this like luxury or prestige, like skincare and makeup and cosmetics. And then she was using this like janky dryer. So 20 years ago, he started T3, and, made these tools for his wife. And it's such a testament. Like, we are
Wow.
female led, all of our leadership is female, like, and we listen to women and what works. So I feel like it's,
Wow.
in Tatiana's words, like it was a game changer. It made it easier, it made it faster. Because at the end of the day, we all want healthy hair, but we need it to be fast and we need results too. So to
Yes.
be able to bring that together, I think is so important. So that's sort of the T3 difference in the T3 story. And it's like our 20-year anniversary, which is so exciting.
Is it? That's amazing.
I think we'll start
Aw.
having more like, celebratory and themed things, around
Yes, let's
that. But
celebrate.
right?
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
2 decades. We've got
Hi,
Monica in
Monica.
Yoshi in
Monica's
your chat too. Yes. She says, my favorite subject. Yeah, I feel like Monica, you and I, we've deep dived the curling with a flat iron. We got there, didn't we?
I love it. What was I gonna say? Oh, and then not on top of all of that, all the great stuff of how it makes your hair look, but
Mhm.
Sarah, can I tell you, like the the tool lasts. Like it's like you get one, you don't have to keep buying them over and over. Because I've had tools that don't last, and that's the worst thing. You go to do your hair, and then like, oh, it don't turn on. It's not turning on.
That, that happened to me when I was auditioning. It was not a T3 tool. This was back in the day, and I went to dry my hair, and it just didn't work. And so I did something really bad. I just used my flat iron to dry my hair.
Oh,
That is a big no no. Yeah, the tools absolutely last. Like smart technology, thoughtful design, and for us, that's so important. These tools are an investment. Just they
yeah,
are. We know at this price point, but you really do like the difference is there.
yeah.
And if you take care of your tool, it's going to take care of you. Like the biggest mistake people make is doing this with their cord because
Oh,
that
yeah.
really it's like a phone charger when you start to like get frays in the middle and it can mess up the copper internal metal components.
Right.
So ideally, you know, you wrap it correctly with the leash, and ideally you also do that once the tool is cool. So I usually when I use my T3 tools in the morning, start with them, turn them off, unplug them. I just kind of let the cord hang. And then if I'm working from home, next time I'm in the bathroom, I'll wrap it up. If I'm like going to work, then I'll just like wrap it up when I get home, in the evening. But that's the best thing you can do for longevity of the tools
Oh, see, I didn't know that
life.
the part about letting the cord cool. Because I'm like, wrap it up, let's go.
It's not as critical, but the wires get a little warm inside when the tool's
That
on.
makes
So
sense.
when they're warm, they're a little more fragile.
No, that makes sense. Okay, now I'm gonna do that.
Tips and tricks, the more you know.
Yes, I love that. But no, I do love because T3 gives you like the little Velcro, so that you can wrap it the right way. So then I am more inclined to do it that way.
Yeah,
I'm like, I
this
want to keep this cord nice. I don't want it all twisted and stuff.
yeah.
You know?
And then it's super compact. Like this is the tool Tatiana's using, the Lucea 1.5. Now it's wrapped up. It's like, yeah, nice and
Yeah.
compact and fits in my vanity nicely. One of the features I love too on our flat irons is the ThermaTouch technology because I'm always gripping like this area.
Hmm.
So to have it be comfortable to touch and not hot
Right.
is very helpful.
Oh, we're getting there. We're
We're
almost
getting
done.
there, going so quick. I know it's only 11:28.
Love it. But see, it's so efficient.
Yeah.
Like you're done, one and done.
Monica says, yes, slow down. That was like one of the biggest tricks that Monica and I learned together when we had a stylist on the live stream was you kind of have to move the hair through the tool slowly and consistently. Like constant movement, but when you go too fast,
Mm-hmm.
it just doesn't curl. It's not enough heat.
Right. Yes. Let the heat touch the strands. Let it go to work.
Let it let it do the work for you.
Tobias, thank you for clicking that follow button.
Hi, Tobias. So I'm curious too, because I know you have some of the 1 inch flat irons. Is the Lucea 1.5 kind of your go-to, or do you switch it up depending on your style or?
My go-to is the 1 inch actually.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
but I, s- I love them all. So, it's that. But yeah, my go-to is the 1 inch. It just because it makes it just a little bit tighter, you
Hmm.
know. But
Yeah.
I like the look of this one too.
Yeah, that's
So
that's like Vavoom hair.
yeah, because like even though my hair has like body already, I like how it's more. Let's go do a photo shoot, Sarah. Like what?
We're both in LA. We're not like close at all, but we can, we can bring it together. We've got our matching outfits.
Yes, 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 yes. And then sometimes too, this I really like too, the wider one. If I just want to do like have my hair like straight, like bone straight, but just
Yeah.
like a little bump, just kind of like bump the. And it's kind of like how your hair is right there. You have
Yeah.
like a little bump right there to
Yeah, a
kind of
little.
give that bump, just like a soft little bump at the end. Because you can curl just like a little bump, and then just makes it kind
Yep.
of go in so it's not stick straight, but has like a little body still.
A
That's why
little
I like
life.
the bigger plate for that.
Totally. Or like you said, if you're just doing like bone straight hair, that
Hmm.
just it works so quickly and efficiently with the extra
Yeah,
wide plates. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
totally. Um, I feel like too, and we're obviously just kind of focusing on the more like traditional curls, I would say, but you can create, bubble waves with flat irons, which is super fun. So I'll do one section here. And
Yes,
you do this.
bubble wave, bubble wave, bubble wave, bubble
It's so funny because I don't do this style very often because I feel like it looks almost like my natural waves. But like
wave.
that's a
Enhance.
very loose version.
Yes. Oh, okay. So yeah. So like if you were to have like one of those little waver things, you could do it with the flat iron. See, it's like the one tool that can do so
One
much.
one tool to rule them all.
Yes.
What are we in Mordor? You can
You
also,
can
right?
kind of get that look with the wands, with
Yes.
how you do the wand, you can kind of get that look too. But if you're more comfortable with the flat iron, yeah.
Or like if you're traveling, like this is auto world voltage, all the flat irons are. So like you can curl, you can straighten, you can do all that fun stuff. We do have, and actually that's a nice segue into the travel flat iron, the single pass compact. So
Oh, yes, travel iron.
so cute. Retails for 89. It looks like a couple people have already clicked on the T3 side. And again, discounts on all the flat irons today and all the brushes and accessories. So 20% off using that code. The travel flat iron is so cute. Instead of being 1 inch across, it's 0.8 inches. They're just a little bit more compact, right? And then you've got this little heat resistant cap. So if you're like me and hair is like the last thing you do before you step out of your hotel room, you can put the cap on right after you unplug your tool and it's still hot and put it in your suitcase and it's not gonna like damage any of your other items in the suitcase. So that's such a fun feature. And then
That's smart.
it
Yes.
yeah, it has one heat setting, which is 410 degrees, so that's the highest. But the thinking here is right because it's so small, we want everyone to still be able to style their hair effectively. So especially someone like Tatiana, it's like if this wasn't that hot, it wouldn't necessarily work for you. So if you have finer hair like me and you're using this, you just kind of want to move a little quicker and more efficiently so you're not overexposing to too much heat. But she works. She gets the job done, Tatiana.
Yeah, that's all we need. Because most likely if I'm traveling, my hair is already kind of prepped, ready to go.
Hmm.
And I just need like a little extra love. So that's perfect.
Totally.
I usually don't start from ground zero when I'm traveling.
Yeah, that's smart. I love it with my fine hair. It's like I'm on day 2 now, and I've been using some like good like sensitive scalp like shampoos and treatments,
Ooh.
and it really helps cut down on the oil production. But by tomorrow, Tatiana, this will be a no-go. It's a wash day for me.
Time to wash it. What day? I think I am 3 or 4, maybe.
Oh wow. Yeah.
3 or 4, yeah. But I didn't, that's the thing, I didn't curl, I just straightened it. And then I
Mhm.
didn't curl it because I didn't want to in anticipation of us curling today. But then I had to yesterday real quick. So then
It's like when life doesn't match up to your hair routine schedule. Always the worst. But it's
But
nice
I feel
because we
like
can
my
see the
hair
difference.
lasts longer as far as like the look when I do curl it. If I just leave it straight, I feel like I gotta wash it sooner. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes
I don't
sense.
know why.
We'll flatter already and just can see
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
The sort of maybe not the last, one of the last things I'll say about kind of flat irons and the benefits, right? We talked about how it's the one tool that does it all. It's all just about the technique, right? Really easy to use, got all these great features. But I feel like, too, just in thinking about different hair types and what works best for curling, like for you, Tatiana, because if you probably like you almost need to you have to prep your hair, which you're doing as you're drying. But then if you go and curl with the curling, I don't know, sometimes it might not be like enough heat and tension. Like sometimes you need this for curlier hair types and coarser hair types. Whereas maybe for me, I don't need as much of like the prep, so I can go in with
Mm.
like a wand, and maybe that works better for my hair because it gives me more volume. So definitely like technique becomes important, but then it's also like what's the tool that's going to be the best that's requiring me to do the least amount of work almost.
Right, right. Yeah, definitely. I love your little curls though too. The little bouncy curls.
Aren't they cute? They're so
So
fun. I'm gonna let them
cute.
cool down and then we'll shake them out. And I feel like I'm gonna have nice big hair too.
Yes. Love it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.
Shake it. So every time I like do my hair and I see it on a stream like this, I'm like, should I cut my hair? I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it.
I mean, I love a short look, a short cut, but then I feel like when you do that, then you start to miss the length. And you're like, oh, I want the long hair.
And my hair does not go fast enough for me to be like doing that.
Right, right. Some
Luis is
people's
headed
hair does
out.
grow like super fast. It's like cut today, long tomorrow.
My coworker Donna, she's been on the streams with us before. She didn't cut it during COVID. It was like down to like her waist. She just cut
Oh
it
wow.
here like a couple months ago. Now it's probably as long as mine. Yeah, it's
Wow.
not fair. It's not fair.
Yeah, I need to get on that level. What's going on?
Right? Do you ever do extensions or anything like that? Or are you
I
mostly
used
just
to. I
do you?
used to, but actually stopped during COVID, I think. So
Mm.
it's been some time. It's been a few years. But then I miss them sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, right? They're a lot of maintenance and it's a
Yeah, so
big
I was gonna say it's a lot of
investment.
maintenance. So it's
Yeah.
much easier just not to even worry about it. Maybe if I'm going somewhere special or a special look or something like that, we can do it. But I've gotten used to not using them. So
So you're like, I'm good. I'm good.
yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I got to focus on this and then we can just grow this and go from there.
There you
We'll
go.
get there.
I love it. We stream a lot with Caroline Mathis, Life with Cam. We were actually chatting about you. I was like, oh, I'm streaming with Tatiana next week. She's like, oh, Tatiana's the best. I was like, yeah, we love
She's so
Tatiana.
cute.
She's so sweet. Yeah. But she has extensions now, so that's been kind of fun and interesting to see, just like what tools she prefers now and kind of how that's
Mm,
changed and sort of the different maintenance. But you can absolutely use T3 on extensions. It's it's fine. It's good heat. It's not gonna cause damage. So
right.
that's
Yeah.
important.
And protect them. Because, yeah, if you have extensions, you usually want to get the most life out of them, not just
Yes.
one and done.
Yeah. No. Not at that price point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right,
I
I think
love it.
brush mine out with my
Yes,
polish and
brush,
shine brush.
brush,
I'm gonna go a little
brush, brush.
crazy. Yeah, brush. Are you're just kind of finger raking? Yours looks fabulous
Yeah,
already. You don't really need
I just
anything
kind of
else.
just kind of finger through it a little bit, so I don't like brush it too much. Cause then usually throughout the day I'm always messing with my hair for whatever reason.
Because it's all soft and it feels good.
Da, 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 da.
No, this for me is like the total glam look, like the polish and shine brush, full brush out on kind of tighter curls. Or
Mhm.
if I wanted like something more beachy and kind of lived in and piecey, I could use something more like the brush. You definitely see the difference in the final
Nice,
look, but I'll make a
nice.
match. I'll make a match. I feel like this is good, like Valentine's Day hair inspo, like
Yes, date night,
right.
Valentine's Day, sultry, romantic, glamorous, all the things.
Yeah, look at that volume.
Oh,
I'm like,
yes,
hey,
Sarah.
girl,
Yes, Sarah. What?
you ready
Yes.
to go? We do need a photo shoot.
Oh my gosh, I
I
love
love it. I feel like this is so fast. I feel like the streams keep going faster and faster, which is probably a good thing because we're just like the tools work good, so we can't
Yeah,
make it
they're so
slower.
efficient. Look, it curled all our hair.
Yeah.
Curled all our hair.
Any final like thoughts on maybe your favorite flat iron or a tip or I don't know.
Well, I mean, I do love the single pass X flat iron for like straightening my hair. But
Yes.
I don't I love them all because the heat settings are so great. They all give me like that anti-frizz. They all give me that shine. I like the cord. It moves and all the stuff, right? It
Yep.
doesn't snag. And it's that single pass, like just that one pass at most two
Totally.
if I mess up on my end. The tools doing what they need to do, but if I mess up, and they go
And I
twice.
can do one more time. Yeah.
But they're so great. And I literally tell like all my friends and family about it too. And they'll be like, "Ooh, Tati, what are you doing in your hair? What are you using in your hair?" And I'm like, "Oh, I use T3." So
I love it. No.
everybody loves it. But again, like, and then it lasts. So like say like so we did all this today. I'm not gonna put any more heat on my hair until I have to wash my hair again. Even like at night, I'm not the best at like, oh, wrap my hair up. Like I don't do that. I'm very lazy. At
Yeah.
most, like I'll put my hair like in a bun or like two buns, and then that will help hold the body from the curl. So then I don't have to, curl it again in the morning. And so I love that
I
I can
love it.
just like get up, get ready because I don't have that much time because like the kids and stuff. And then my hair is good and go.
Yeah.
So
I love everything you said. Yeah. This afternoon, because we've been streaming twice on Tuesdays, we're changing things up next month, guys. And I think this is the last stream of January. So for on the T3 side, when we start in February, we're gonna start streaming at 10 a.m. Pacific time on Tuesdays. And then we're gonna bring back the second show, but I don't know when we're gonna work that in. We got the new office. I gotta figure that out. But today we're doing our second show at 3 p.m. Pacific time, and I'm gonna deep dive the flat irons again. So like you really got to see them in action today on like different hair types and different techniques. This afternoon, I won't do any styling, but I'm really going to talk about okay, if this is your hair type, if this is your styling goal, this might be the right flat iron for you, and really go into all the differences and the nuances. So that should be really fun. Would love to see you guys at 3 p.m. And
yeah.
Tatiana, when are you streaming again next? Do you have a set time?
I'll probably stream tonight, most likely.
I love it. I'll keep an eye out.
So make sure you're following me. Make sure you click that follow button so you get notified when I go live.
There you go. There you
But
go. I love it. I love it. Don't forget the discount. That's going to be good until midnight Pacific time tonight. 20% off all the flat irons we talked about today, and then all the brushes and accessories, the clip kit, the detangle duo, all that fun stuff. But this was such a pleasure. It's always so fun to be live with you, Tatiana.
I know you're so much fun. And girl, I love your hair like this with the body. I'm gonna need you to go take some selfies real quick.
Go do a little photo shoot. I feel like sometimes I come into the office and I'm like, like kind of a mess. It's like, what's going on? And then I walk out like all
You walk
glammed
out.
after the
Yeah,
streams. Yeah.
I'm
Need a
Sarah.
wind tunnel. No, thank you. All right. Well, this was such a pleasure. Everyone have a great rest of your day, and hopefully we'll both see you tonight on our respective streams. I love it.
Yay!
All right. Bye, friends.
Bye.